We're continuing south now and still along the Northern Virginia line. Apparently they've extended quite a ways. Longstreet's Core is, we're in the vicinity of Longstreet's Core. There's Cannon on the left. And the Angels Rising from the Dead Confederate Soldier statue is right here and is a beautiful testimony to the dead Confederates who met their end on the battlefield. We might be able to... No, we can't. Might be able to come up a little bit and see. Not supposed to be on the left and on the grass too much, but I'm gonna think that this is well worth it. This was Eshelman's Battalion, the site of Eshelman's Battalion of the Army of Northern Virginia, and this was Longstreet's Artillery Reserve. Longstreet really held the right flank, and his army did advance into the wheat field and the Devil's Den, and was forced back eventually. By the Union Army. We're continuing south and are on what we call Confederate Avenue. Still, we're within the vicinity of Longstreet's Reserve, Artillery Reserve. And have come to the Fire Tower Lookout, which is really at the southern tip. Oh, I don't know if it's the southern tip, but we are still advancing south along the Confederate lines. The woods on our left has really increased in depth, and as you can see, we're passing some major monuments of the Georgia Confederate Soldier Memorial. Seemess's Brigade, Seemess. Kershaw's Brigade. And the South Carolina Memorial, and some 3-pound cannons, just 3-pounders, and that looks like the cannon's missing. That's too bad. I think the larger cannons are 6-pounders, and there are some Napoleon cannons which are 12-pounders. They're the largest. The Union, the Napoleon's cannons were really left over from the Napoleonic Wars and were used in America after Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. There seemed to be plenty of cannons around on the other side of the Atlantic, and they were brought over to America. Many were sold as scrap and put back together and reconditioned, and and were used extensively in the battle between the states, the war between the states. This memorial that we just passed is the Arkansas Memorial, and a tribute to the soldiers in the Confederacy that came from Arkansas, and such as Anderson's Brigade. And directly to our left would be Big and Little Round Tops, and we're really getting down to the southern end of the Confederate Avenue. We do have to cross this pike, and I'm not quite sure what the name of this pike is. I think it's Gettysburg Pike. Well, maybe not, but nevertheless. The farm on the left, Army of Northern Virginia still, Longstreet, Henry's Battalion, Latham's Corps, the Branwich Artillery. And there's a small farm on our left, which seemed to be in the middle of the fighting. The peach orchard, the wheat field of this farm were very significant in the battle. And the special road in the southern flank of the battlefield is open, so we can go down into this very nice territory. Now, in my opinion, some of the most beautiful memorials are in this area. This one memorial is the Alabamians. Your names are inscribed on the flames. Immortal scroll on Fame's immortal scroll, and it was contributed by the Daughters of the Confederacy of Alabama. Quite a beautiful memorial. Now we're at the southern tip, and we'll be following left. Now there's some memorial on the right, Longstreet and Hood's division, and there's quite an interesting sculpture on the right. The sailors, dedicated to the sailors of the Confederacy. It looked like, and I have to double check that, but it's how I can read it from here. And now we're entering the valley below the Round Tops, and entering the area of Devil's Den. To our left will be the peach orchard and the wheat field. And we do have to pass through this stone wall. It's quite a ravine in here. Rocky, a lot of rocky outcroppings. Wonderful scenery on a great crisp day. this, to me, seems to be the very most southern end, and most possibly we're looking at the southern end of the peach orchard. We're probably at the bottom of the Round Tops and Big and Little Round Top. In this valley, like I said earlier, have some of the nicest memorials. This memorial coming up is, we'll let you read it when we get here. It's a Confederate general, it looks like, and let's see if I can read his. William Wells, it looks like. I'm not quite sure who he was, but quite an impressive Confederate man. Now, for some reason, there seems to be a 5th New York Cavalry is here. So apparently the Union, we have entered into territory of the Union lines. And they really did have did occupy this area. This area was fought over extensively by both the Confederates and the Union. And we should hoof up this hill at a good rate of speed if we can, because there seems to be traffic behind a little bit. I think we'll okay, we are on Big Round Top. Yes, just as I thought. Big Round Top was the southernmost round top, and we are now on Big Round Top. Approaching Big Round Top, and we'll be passing through the woods here and probably entering down into a valley, a small valley again. And to the left is Devil's Den. I do want to turn the car just a little bit so that you can get a picture of Devil's Den, though we can't enter this way. There's another entrance way. We're at Warren Avenue. And we'll back up and head begin one way so we can Twentieth Main Monument is on the right. We have just come up Little Round Top and are approaching the top. Army of the Potomac, 5th Corps, 1st Division, 3rd Brigade. Colonel Strong, Vincent, Colonel James. And we might be coming to a bit of a traffic tie-up, so I'll turn off the... it's coming now. Maybe I'll turn off the video until we get out of this.